Well, my daddy left home when I was 3 and he didn't leave much to Ma and me.
Just a speed of paddle and an empty bottle of booze. Now I don't blame him 'cause he run and hid, but the meanest thing that he ever said was, "Son, now here's a sport you must pursue." Yet it's only been these last 3 years since I've started playing against my peers, the sport that's brought me naught but consternation. Pickleball is its weird name, planned as a friendly seniors game, yet I find myself a fraud with much frustration. Since in my youth I was really strong in badminton, tennis, and ping pong, Pickler said, "Hey, you have all the tools. Because you're so athletically versed, you'll adapt to the sport, but you must first comprehend its most exasperating rules." These rules, they leave me most perplexed. Instead of simple, they're complex. Study time to learn them must be ample. So while we wait for an open court, I'll expound on the taboos of the sport and provide you with some baffling examples. One oddity that's off my folly, the 2-bounce rule. For a volley, each team must play a ground stroke at least once. I serve the ball, expecting to win. Now it's returned, instincts kick in. I whack a volley. Jeez, I'm such a dunce. Then there's that non-volley area where players concerned border on hysteria. They check to see I never do avail myself of gaining some advantage, else they'll remind me of the adage, "Don't touch that line even with your big toenail." And that service strokes an upward motion. Non-compliance creates much commotion. Opponents watch, ensuring that I never serve with paddle top above my wrist or above my waist. You get my gist. Serve sidearm, I'll be chastised forever. Another rule that's most unnerving, we just score points when we're serving. Lose the rally, well listen, I'll explain. If I am server number 1, then our team's serving's still not done, but not if I've just served to start the game. But if we serve and win the rally, then 1 point's added to our tally. We alternate courts and get to keep on serving. But once we've suffered a side out, the other team obtains the clout, since chance to score, now they are preserving. The next thing that I have to learn, how to announce those points we've earned. As I prepare to serve, I fuss and fidget. Our points form the first component. Next come those of our opponents, followed by my service sequence digit. If we prevail and thus attain 11 points to win the game, in sportsmanship I rush to say thank you by bumping paddles at the net till I'm asked, "Did you forget? To win the game the margin must be 2. Then there's that ball, plastic and holy, designed so as to fly more slowly, yet it zooms at me with supersonic speed. Where it will land to me's unknown, so I must focus on where it's going, else it smacks me and causes a nosebleed. Since friendly games aren't refereed, I have to learn just to agree. When they call out, that's how the ball is landed. I must abide by their decision while granting their lack of great vision and not suggest their rulings underhanded. Besides these rules that I find daunting, the skills required leave me wanting to improve my game by 1 or 2 degrees. So now, without apology, I'll describe the methodology I use to raise my game to 1.3. First, play in that non-volley zone's one of those skills I've had to hone. Tap the ball to barely clear the net. But when I dink my shot too high, my wife shouts out a warning cry, "Duck down!" hence I'm forever in her debt. I'm told, "Move up, play up the net." Though I comply, I still do fret. Will I have time to properly react? My partners tell me, "Don't retreat," so at that line I plant my feet, yet wince at shots for fear that I'll get smacked. I know that if I persevere, I'll conquer my fear of that sphere. causing my concerns then to abate. So I doggedly stay at the line until a lob, then I yell mine and backpedal into my own teammate. And then there's that weird third shot tactic. All my attempts make me look spastic when trying to play that delicate drop shot. Struck just to fall into their court, mine fly too long or fall too short, more instances to make me feel distraught. I've asked others for some coaching, they did their best and took to poaching. Now I just try to stay out of their way. Occasionally I'll play a shot with a great dig, but like as not someone shouts ball and the rally gets replayed. Some tell me go and find a wall, self-practice, just rebound the ball. They allege this will help improve my forehand. So I hit repeated lobs and dings and slams and drop shots, but I think all that I am acquiring is a sore hand. The sport's designed to be most friendly, so I don't play all that intensely. I only play for pleasure, not for power. But if competition's just for fun, if I don't care if I've not won, why does this game consume my every hour? My wife pleads, dear, come home to bed. I can't recall since we've been wed, ever ignoring such an ardent invitation. But this blasted sport's infected me. I answer, one more game, or three, and causes both much amorous deprivation. At home I'll Google online tips and likely watch some YouTube clips, seeking ways to help me tweak my serve. Top spin, right spin, left spin, back spin, I'll use them all to help my team win. Still out of bounds is where my service swerves. Perhaps the problem's my equipment, so with new paddles I'll experiment, testing graphite, wood, aluminum, and alloy. My game will surely then advance, my player image I'll enhance till I play and get once again destroyed. Despite great partners, I still lose, but it's just the game so they'll not abuse my efforts. No beefs, complaints, or bitching. They'll forgive me hitting out of court, whether landing long or netting short, or even if I volley from the kitchen. Still I ask myself, why compete for exercise or just to meet people who claim the sport's in fashion? But no, I think it's something more. I have this urge to share the floor with picklers who possess my PB passion. Through this game there's friendships made, even competition can't unbraid the common threads with which we find us bound. It's the joking, laughing, sharing, ribbing, consoling, teasing, caring, kidding. As PB champs, to me you've all been crowned. So many friends I've made in play, I'd name them all, but with each day I find my senior memory failing, curses. And even if I could recite their names, 'twould run into the night and to the song at 29 more verses. Now I must bid you buenas noches, for my sad laments and now approaches. But first, a blessing before its final halt. In this great game that we pursue, may all our shots fly crisp and true, and may we be absolved for all our faults.